All right. Do you need a playlist, anybody? Cam, do you need one?
No, I got an old one.
Okay. Okay, use your old one. Travis, Christine, Joe, you guys are all good? Okay, let's do yoga. I'm going to mute you guys. Turn on your music if you want. Get your coffee if you want. Mute all. And then, got my Facebookies over here. I'm giving you guys a different view. My phone didn't charge last night, so that's what was taking me so long. I had to get like a external battery. And then I had to figure out a way to plug my external battery in while my phone is also recording. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Yoga. Let's do it. Power flow. Get ready to move. Let's start in the child's pose. So, your choice, knees apart, nice and wide, or knees together. And then reach your hips back towards your heels. Rest your forehead down on your mat. And if you'd rather sit in a kneeling position, I know Cam likes to kneel, so feel free if that works better for you. Just hero's pose, that's fine with me. So take these first couple moments, either in your child's pose or in your hero's pose. Close your eyes. And let's take a great, big, huge inhale. Hold at the top. Sip in a little bit more. Exhale, open mouth sigh, let it go. Two more like that. Inhale, fill up. Hold in fullness. And when you're ready, sigh it out. Big exhale. And then last time. So biggest inhale of your Thursday morning. Wake your body up with this breath. And big sigh, release, let it go. All right, Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose with a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So see if you can start to create that whisper noise or that oceanic sound with your breath. And then when you're ready, so no rush at all, but eventually we're going to come to our hands and our knees. So either rising up or coming forward to tabletop. And then just like we always do, you guys, same thing, explore some movement. So as you're exploring this movement, either cat-cows, hip circles, anywhere you want to go, just bring more awareness into your physical body. Notice physically what sensations are there. Notice what feels good, what might feel a little tight or sore or stiff. So just kind of taking an inventory of how you are. Good, you guys. Give yourself about 3 to 5 more rounds here. So you might even lift up to your fingertips or turn your fingers back towards your knees. So anything that calls to you. And I love closing my eyes here. So when you close your eyes, for me, it helps me get out of my mind. So rather than judging how I look, how my body looks, or a lot of times when I teach in places that have a mirror, I see people just looking in the mirror the entire time. How do I look? How do I look? That's okay, but try as much as you can to feel from the inside. So rather than worrying so much about how you look, especially right here where there's really no right or wrong, just feel into it. Feel from your body. Experience from the inside. And then eventually, let's take it back to our first downward facing dog. So get there when you're ready. And then once you are back in your down dog, my friends, pretty much the same thing. Just pedal it out, shift your weight around, explore in your downward facing dog. Something Cam always does that I've noticed that I really like is he lifts up to his fingertips here. So if you come all the way up onto your fingertips and tent your hands, you really have to use the muscles in your arms, your shoulders, and in your core so that you're not just sinking down into your wrists. So what happens when you lift up to your fingertips? Are you able to lift up to your fingertips, or does it feel too heavy? So start to figure out how to move energy upwards, how to get energy to move up rather than down, so it doesn't feel like so heavy, like all of your weight is going down into the ground and you have to hold yourself up. It actually feels nice and light, like the ground is supporting you. You're pushing away from it. Your side bodies are long, your spine is long. You feel that connection to your center. You feel a connection to your breath that makes you feel lighter, makes you feel stronger. So how much awareness can you bring into each pose? And by doing so, you start to find more space on the inside. You start to discover strength where you didn't know you even had it. And you just start to build a greater awareness, a deeper awareness of your body and what's possible with it. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. And then once you've arrived, we're going to go straight into our halfway lift. So spinal extension, breathe in. Hold here for a couple of rounds. So bend your knees a little bit or a lot and really focus on sticking your butt out behind you and broadening through your sit bones. So press back through the tops of your thighs and even imagine you're trying to lift your sit bones, your butt cheeks up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Now reach the top of your head forward. Lengthen the back of your neck. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. If you have any weight in your hands, so if you're pushing your hands into your thighs, see if you can let that go and still find that strength in your back body. Feel a connection to your center so your belly button draws in and up. So much awareness here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Forward fold. Let's do that once more. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, let it go. And then slow as you can, roll up to stand. So just one vertebra at a time, nice and easy. And without reaching your arms up for this one, head stacks at the top, and then take a few rolls with your shoulders. And you can really exaggerate these, get your arms involved. Eventually, roll your shoulders back and down, open your palms to face forward, so open and receptive through your shoulders, your heart, and your hands. Stand tall, stand well, and stand with awareness. Just feel your body, feel your feet rooting down. Draw up through the crown of your head. Let's stay here. Take a great big inhale. Hold at the top. Stand taller as you breathe in. Take up more space as you breathe in. Exhale, open mouth, sigh, release. All right, Ujjayi breath, arms to the sky. Inhale. And with your exhale, slow swan dive. Take it all the way down, nice and easy, so you are in no rush. Halfway lift, breathe in. Stick your butt out behind you, press back through the tops of your thighs, broaden your sit bones. Exhale, let it go, refold. Now from the press of your feet, reverse swan dive. Take it all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and we will do that again. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, slow swan dive. So keep your weight forward in your feet as you dive, then release. Halfway lift, inhale. And let it go, exhale. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, take your arms up, take your gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, my friends, inhale, arms to the sky. And let's add a little side body stretch. So your choice, your variation, up and over to the right side. So stretch your upper body to the right as you send your hips over to the left. More weight in your left foot. So I'm grabbing hold of my left wrist. Maybe you interlace your fingers or bring your right hand to your right hip for a little bit of support. So totally up to you. Just really work the length in your left side. Work it actively. Use your breath. Take one more round. Inhale, come back up. And then we'll take it to the other side with your exhale. So up and then over. Side body stretch. More weight in your right foot now. Breathe into your right rib cage, your right side body. Slow, spacious breaths. Hug an invisible yoga block with your inner thighs, so that's your connection to center. Take one more round. Reach a little further. Inhale, bring it back up and reach both your arms to the sky. As you exhale, add just a little baby back bend. So cactus your arms, open through your heart. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale, slow dive all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen out. And let it go, fold. This time, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. So pause for just a moment, spread your fingers wide, press the ground away, draw your belly button in and up, and engage through the fronts of your thighs, through your quad muscles. Now see if you can start to just rock a little bit forward and back. So just sawing through wood with your body. Keep your belly strong. Take that little rock forward. You can come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press back up. Our morning push-up, slow motion, one more time, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, press up. Exhale, slow as you can go, all the way down, nice and easy. Spiderman Cobra, hands come out wide, lift to your fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest. And take your twist. Exhale, twist to the right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale back to center. And other side with your exhale. You choose one more time in each direction or let it go. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. No hurry. All right, my friends, so down dog, get there in your own time, and then take about 5 deep breaths. So one more time, we've got a few breaths. You can explore movement, you can find stillness, really whatever will serve you in this moment. So focus on finding that extra awareness. How can you be more efficient in your body? What would happen if you took your hands out a little bit wider? What would happen if you externally rotated your shoulders? What would happen if you lengthened more through your spine? Maybe bend your knees more and see how it feels. So just staying curious, beginner's mind. Rather than tuning out when we come into these poses that are familiar, tune in and see what little aha adjustments you can find. Those make the biggest difference, those tiny little adjustments. Big, spacious breaths, powerful ujjayi breaths. Take one more inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift, inhale. And let it go, exhale. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Inhale, arms reach up. Side body stretch of your choice. Exhale to the right, send your hips to the left. Inhale, come back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, other side, up and then over. Empty out in your breath. Inhale, back up, reach, and then add a little back bend. Cactus your arms, open your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, arms to the sky. Realign your spine, neutralize your pelvis. Exhale, stick your butt out behind you as you dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat, chaturanga. So see if you can keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, lift your hearts, your back bend, your variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a great big inhale into your dog pose, hips higher, spine longer. Exhale, gaze forward, empty out first, step or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to heart. This is our sun A. We're going to flow through it once more. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, side body stretch. Your choice. You can go to either side first, really. I'll leave it up to you. Inhale, back through center. And with your exhale, up and over, other side. Inhale, back to center. Reach up. And exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Exhale, slow dive, take it all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, chaturanga, lower down slowly, strong arms, strong belly. Back bend of your choice, open up. Feel this pose, don't just move through it. Be here for just a moment. Downward facing dog, lift your hips, take it back. All right, my friends, pause here in your down dog. We're gonna take our right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. So today, you do what feels good. Open up your hip, bend your knees, circle your ankle. So any exploration that feels good in your three-legged dog, or just keep your right leg extended, straight and strong like usual. Totally up to you. Whatever feels most beneficial in this moment, be there. Press the ground away with both hands. Lift from your center, from your belly button. Take one more in-breath. Extend your right leg as high as possible. Spread your toes. Exhale, soft and slow. Step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat. Low lunge. All right, today, just for funsies, we're going to take warrior two. So rather than crescent lunge, pivot your back heel down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat, and then rise up. So settle in. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Get your right knee to track open towards your pinky toe, rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. So really press into the outer edges of your feet. Shoulders stack over your hips. Find your slow, deep breaths. Next time you inhale, we're going to move into reverse warrior. So rotate your front palm to face up, and then reach up and reach back. Lengthen through your right side. Keep bending into your right knee and keep tracking your right knee towards your pinky toe. Try not to let it fall inwards. So squeeze your outer right glute. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Now really send your breath down your right side. See if you can lengthen your right side just a little bit more. Take one more round. Good work. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two stance. Reach forward now. And then tip it over, right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. You could also bring your right elbow to your right thigh for a little bit of extra support. Totally your choice. So choose to stay here, heart open, hips open, right butt cheek wrapping underneath you, or move into your own variation. So I like to reach my left arm forward and lengthen my left side body. You can take a half bind, full bind if it's in your practice. Couple more breaths, your fullest expression. Keep your back foot rooted and keep pressing into the outer edge of both feet. Front knee tracks open towards your pinky toe. Take one more round, one more big deep breath. Inhale, rise back up, reach both arms straight up, straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. So now you're in a wide-legged straddle position. Take a big inhale, gaze up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, stick your butt out behind you, slow dive, take it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, this time we're gonna take about 5 breaths. So anywhere you wanna go. You can be still, you can explore any movement that calls to you. So maybe a twist, maybe you bend one knee and then the other. Maybe you take headstand, handstand hops, wherever you want to go. Big, spacious breaths. Notice, feel, and observe. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Notice where is your breath getting stuck, and is there any way you can let it move more freely through your entire body? Take your last couple rounds here. All right, friends, let's come back to our halfway lift. Next time you inhale, fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes to face forward so you're in low lunge. Now listen, this is a big movement. You're gonna root into your right foot, standing staff pose. So stand all the way up. Woo! Lift your left knee up. Hug in with your inner thighs. Arms to the sky. Draw your lowest, deepest abdominals in so you feel supported there. You can stay here or option to extend your left leg. Just make sure you don't lean back. So only extend as much as you can without leaning back, without rounding your spine. Take one more great big inhale. Now listen, as you exhale, you're going to swing your left leg around behind you. Left tippy toe step off the right side of your mat. Curtsy squat. So hands to your heart. Bend your knees and get low in your legs. Your hips are square, so right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Take little pulses up and down, only about 1 or 2 inches of movement. Stay nice and low. Spine long, face soft. Couple more breaths. Get as low as you can now. Hold there. Breathe. Soften around the pose. Bend your knees just a little bit more. Next, inhale, high mountain, stretch it out. Exhale, slow dive, take it down. Halfway lift, breathe in, find lots of length. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, your vinyasa, however you want to take it. Add or subtract anything you would like. We'll see you in downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. Spacious, expansive. Exhale all the way to emptiness. All right, with your next inhalation, left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. So today, anything you want to do, open it up, roll out your ankle, bend your knee, explore, or if you want to keep your left leg straight, your hips square, if that will serve you best, then do that. Totally up to you. Couple more rounds. Press into the ground with both hands. Feel the strength in your shoulders. Feel the connection to your center. So you're drawing up from your belly button. Take one more inhale. Left leg really high. Spread your toes. Soft as you can. Left foot steps forward. All right. Warrior 2 stance. So pivot your back heel down. Back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then rise up. Settle in. So front heel intersects your back arch or lines up with your back toes. Press into the outer edges of both feet. Make sure your left knee is not collapsing in. It's tracking out towards your pinky toe. Reverse your warrior when you're ready. So front palm rotates up. Reach up. Try to touch the ceiling. Reach back. Keep bending into your left knee. Keep tracking your left knee towards your pinky toe. Don't let it fall in. Back leg strong, so those thigh muscles that hug around your femur bone, that big huge bone in your thigh, see if you can really feel the strength there. See if you can feel the little stabilizing muscles around your back knee squeezing. So much awareness. Take one more great big breath. Stretch a little further, bend your front knee a little more. Inhale back up to warrior 2. And then exhale, reach forward, 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 then tip it over, side angle. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Left elbow to left thigh if you'd like. And then move into your variation. I'm taking my right arm forward. Half bind, full bind, anywhere you want to go. Stay rooted through your feet, strong through your legs. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath you. Big deep breaths. Soften through your face. Soften around the posture. Give it everything you've got. Just one more round. And then next inhale, press into your feet. Rise up and reach both arms up. Straighten your front leg. Turn all 10 toes to face towards the right side of your mat. Take another inhale. See if you can reach a little bit higher. So really stretch it out. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive down, forward fold. Let's take a halfway lift. So lengthen your spine, breathe in. Now try to keep that length in your low spine. Refold, or anywhere you want to go, anywhere you want to explore. Just make sure your breath is right there with you. Slow and steady. Powerful and spacious. Notice, feel, and observe last couple of rounds. All right, next inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, so back to a low lunge position. Now we're going into standing staff, so really root into your left foot. Come all the way up to stand. I know it's challenging. Lift your right knee, reach your arms up, hug in with your inner thighs, flex your right toe, so right foot is active. You can stay here, or you can extend your right leg forward. Just make sure you don't lean back. So draw your lowest, deepest abdominals in. Take one more inhale, maybe reach a little higher, lengthen your side bodies. Exhale, curtsy squat, so swing your right leg all the way around down behind you. Right toes off the left side of your mat. Hands to heart. Get low. Bend your knees. Hips square. Left hip pulls back. Right hip pulls forward. You feel connected to your center. So those low, deep abdominals are still engaged. They're supporting your low back. Take your little pulses up and down. Stay nice and low. Soften your face. Breathe. Now get as low as you can. Hold here. Feel that heat build in your legs and send your breath into it. One more round. Inhale, high mountain, arms to the sky. Stretch it out. Gaze up. Exhale, dive down slowly. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, vinyasa your way. We'll see you back in downward facing dog. All right, friends, Ujjayi breath, fire it up. We're gonna move through that sequence a couple of times, breath to movement. If at any time you want to take a break, you want to pause, you want to move on your own, that is perfectly fine. So think of all of my cues as invitations. Let's take one more great big inhale here. Fill up. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Ujjayi breath, inhale your right leg high. Here we go. Soft as you can, exhale, step your right foot forward. Warrior 2 stance, back heel pivots down, reverse warrior, so inhale all the way up, all the way back. Exhale, side angle pose, reach forward, tip it over, empty out in your breath. Now inhale, rise up and reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, slow dive down, wide-legged fold. Empty out. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Now crawl your hands to the top of your mat as you exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing staff pose. Root into your right foot, rise up and reach up. Left knee lifts, straighten your left leg if you want to. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your left foot back behind you, get low. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, slow dive, take it all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your left leg high, stretch it out. Softly, slowly, intentionally, left foot forward. Back heel pivots down. Warrior 2, or I should say reverse, so take it all the way up, all the way back in that inhale. Exhale, side angle. Take it forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, rise up and reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. With your exhale, slow dive, stick your butt out behind you, lead with your heart all the way down, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Crawl your fingertips forward, low lunge, toes face forward. Inhale, standing staff. Left foot roots, reach up, right knee lifts. Exhale, curtsy squat. So right toes off the left side of your mat. Get as low as you can. High mountain, inhale. Exhale, slow dive, take it down. Halfway lift, breathe in, find length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, chaturanga dandasana, strong arms, strong belly. Front body opener, inhale. And exhale, down dog. All right, adding on a little bit, inhale, right leg high. Listen, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can on your right arm. Maybe add a little push-up, bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. And use your core strength. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior with your in-breath all the way up and back. Exhale, side angle. Use your breath, empty out. Inhale, rise, reach up, both legs straight, toes face the left side of your mat. Exhale, dive down, wide-legged fold. With your in-breath, spinal extension, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes to face forward. Root into your right foot, standing staff pose. Inhale, rise. Now exhale, curtsy squat, left leg swings behind you, get low, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. And with your exhale, take it down. Forward fold. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, move through your vinyasa. Skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your hearts. Exhale, lift your hips. All right, my friends, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left to left, as high as you can get on your arm. Add the push-up if you want to. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now use your core strength. Exhale, left foot steps through. Pivot your back heel down. Reverse warrior all the way up and back. Stretch it out. Exhale, stay in your legs for side angle. Reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, rise, reach up, straighten both legs, parallel your feet. Exhale, take your dive down, wide-legged fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing staff, left foot roots, right knee lifts, reach up. Exhale, curtsy squat, get as low as you can. High mountain, inhale. Stretch it out. Exhale, slow dive takes you down. Halfway lift lengthens you. And exhale, plant your hands, step back to the plank. Pause here this time, you guys. Side plank on your right hand. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. If you want to modify, feel free to bring your right knee or right forearm down. Lift your hips as high as you can. Take your left arm forward and lengthen your left side. Maybe float your left leg up. Lift your hips even higher. 2 more breaths, your fullest expression. Soften around the pose. If you're shaking, if you're trembling, just let it happen. Breathe into it. 1 more inhale. Slow as you can go, other side. So come through regular plank. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Right arm to the sky. Lift your hips. Modify if you'd like. Reach your right arm forward and stretch your right side. At any point, you might float your right leg up. Give it everything you've got and breathe into it. 2 more rounds. Really strong. Soften around it. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Last inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Now, 1 arm at a time. Come down to your forearms. You're almost there. Stick with me, you guys. Dolphin pose. So walk your toes towards your elbows. Lift your hips high. Try not to let your elbows drift apart, so keep them shoulder width distance. Press down through the belly of your forearms. Press down through your thumbs and your index fingers. Lift as high as you can through your hips. Take 3 more rounds. Relax your neck, let your head hang. So see if you can really feel the strength in your shoulders. And then imagine you're trying to press your chest back behind you. Take one last round. Press down through your forearms. Hug in with your upper arms. End of your exhale, right back where we began. Child's pose or hero's pose. Knees wide or knees together. Resting with your forehead on the ground or sitting up in your seated meditation. And take a moment. Slow down your breath. Tune in. Notice. Good job. Take about 3 more, just restorative or grounding breaths. Recalibrate. So really slow down. Breathe deep. So diaphragmatic breaths. Good job. Let's take it back to downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale right leg high. Open up your left hip, so bend your right knee, or excuse me, open up your right hip. Right leg reaches up, and then open up your right hip. I hope I got that all right. All right. Right knee out to the right, and then up towards the ceiling. I feel like I said right about 100 times in those 3 sentences. See if you can reach your knee just a little bit higher. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek. Take one more big inhale. You can absolutely stay here, or option to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind you, and then reach your right arm forward. Heart reaches forward. Press your hips up. Now send your breath down into your belly. Feel all the strength in your back body. Your back muscles hug around your spine. One last great big huge breath. End of your exhale. Let's bring it back. Everybody, 3-legged dog. So take your right leg to the sky. Inhale, lots of length. Exhale, pigeon pose. Right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back and slightly up. And then as you pull your right hip back, hinge at your hips and reach your heart forward. And then eventually just settle in. So bowing forward, humble pigeon. Energetically keep pulling your right hip back. So you want to plug your femur bone into the socket. We don't want to sink into our joints. We want to actually stretch the muscles. Big breaths down into your right hip. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds. Exhale out your mouth at any time. End of your next exhale, slowly begin to lift your upper body. We're going to come into a seat. So nice and easy, just let your hips open and sit over onto your right butt cheek. Swing your left leg around. Give both of your legs just a nice little shake out for a moment. And then we'll keep our right leg extended. Bring the sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Open up your hips so they're not square towards your extended leg. They're open more towards your bent knee. So if you were to straighten your left leg, you'd just be in a wide-legged straddle. So left foot to your right thigh. And then, all right, right hand to your top of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and sit up super, super tall. While you're here, press the sole of your foot into your leg back into your foot so everything's squeezing in, and then lengthening. Reach up, one more inhale. Exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg. Reach your left arm up, 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 and forward. So big side body stretch through your left side. Stay open through your heart, so like you're trying to rotate your heart to look up at the sky. If it's available to you, right forearm might come to the inside of your right leg, and you can press your arm into your leg back into your arm, and use that as leverage to rotate your heart to look up. Keep your right toes flexed, actively press foot into leg back into foot. It's a small little adjustment, makes a big difference. Take about 2 more rounds. So really using your breath to create space on the inside, to create space where there was not space before. Good work, my friends. Next time you breathe in, rise up, reach both arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand to the ground behind you. Fingers face away from your body. Press down into your left hand and lift your hips. Right arm can reach back. Well, actually everybody reach your right arm back. And then you can stay here, more of a modified side plank, or open your heart, some more of a modified wild thing. Press your hips up. Your pose, your expression. If you're familiar with lion's breath, it's where you stick out your tongue and cross your eyes. Do a big, huge exhale out your mouth, pushing the air out. So we're going to take 2 rounds of that while we're here. Big inhale, fill up. And then lion's breath on your exhale. Inhale, fill up. Look as weird as you can. Nobody's watching. And big exhale, stick out your tongue. Push it out. Ha. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Take both of your legs out in front of you. Might feel good to give them a shake out. We're going to meet back in down dog. So transition however you want. Option, rock back into boat pose. Take 1, 2, 3, 5 breaths, whatever you want. And then from here, I'm going to cross my ankles, rock forward, plant my hands. You can either step back, plank pose, or jump back, chaturanga. So jump back to bent elbows. And then eventually everybody, downward facing dog, next couple breaths or so. All right, inhale, left leg high. Open up your left hip, bend your left knee, squeeze your outer left butt cheek, flex your left toes. So stack left hip on top of right and reach your left knee as high as you possibly can. This is a great place to stay, great stretch. Or option to flip it over. So left toe step down behind you, left arm reaches forward, turn your heart to look up, press your hips up. Send your breath down into your belly. One more round, your fullest expression. Open up. And end of your exhale, come on back. Three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, pigeon, left shin forward, and set your body down. So pull left hip back and slightly up. Plug the femur bone into the socket. And as you're pulling your left hip back, hinge at your hips, reach your heart forward, and bow. Humble pigeon. Keep that little bit of engagement. Energetically, you're still pulling your left hip back and slightly up. If you want to go deeper, scoot your back knee back further. Big, spacious breaths, slow breaths. Last couple rounds. Exhale out your mouth if you want to. And then let's ease our way back upright. Find your way into a seat, just nice and easy. Right leg swings around. Take both legs out in front of you for a moment. Shake them out. And then sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh this time. I'm going to turn around just so I can at least face you guys. So sole of your right foot, left inner thigh. Do as I say, not as I do. That's what I'm doing, but now I'm facing backwards, so it might look confusing. All right, left hand on the top of your left thigh, left toes face straight up. Hips are open towards your bent knee, not towards your extended leg. Reach your right arm up, big inhale. And then exhale, slide your left hand down your left leg. Reach your right arm up, 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 and then forward. So someday, your right fingertips might grab hold of your left toes. Lengthen through your right side. Little Rubes is joining us. She just woke up. So big spacious breaths, and if you can bring your left forearm to the inside of your left leg, use that as leverage. Press arm into leg, leg back into arm. Heart rotates open. Press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot actively. Now breathe bigger down your right side from the lowest rib on your right side. See if you can create more space from there. One last round. Next time you inhale, lift your upper body and reach your arms up. Now bring your right hand down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Press into your right hand, lift your hips, reach your left arm back. So modified side plank or modified wild thing. You choose what feels best. 2 rounds of lion's breath. So Make it feel super weird, like you're getting all the like dark energy out of you, any heaviness. So big inhale, and then stick out your tongue and cross your eyes, push the air out. Good, one more time. Inhale. And big exhale, push it out. Good job. Bring your sit bones back to the ground. And we'll take it down onto our back. So I don't care which direction you're facing, all the way down. Hug your knees in, gently rock it out side to side. Bridge pose. Feet on the ground with your knees bent. Feet about hips width distance apart. All of you guys know bridge, so I'm just going to let you move into it in your own time. And then your variation of bridge for about 5 breaths. So if you want to take a supported bridge, if you have a prop of some sort you want to use at home, go for it. Maybe you interlace your fingers. Maybe you take robot arms. Maybe you do your little lifts and lowers with your butt that we sometimes practice. If you want to go into a full back bend, upward facing bow, go for it. Breathe down into your belly. Stretch through the fronts of your thighs, fronts of your hips. Hug in with your inner thighs. Root down through the inner edges of your feet. Couple more rounds. You want your butt just a little bit toned, a little bit engaged, but try not to overly squeeze it. Most of the strength is in your back body and in the backs of your thighs or hamstrings. Take one more inhale. If you have your shoulders underneath you or a block underneath you, work them out from under you. Exhale to slowly take it all the way down. All right, and then once you're on the ground, tee out your arms or cactus your arms against the ground. Feet come out wider than hips, so bring your feet all the way out to the width of your mat. Just windshield wiper from side to side. Next time your knees fall to the right, keep them there for about 3 or 4 breaths. And if you want, you can bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. And then when you're ready, my friend, just switch to the other side, knees over to the left. And perhaps outer edge of left foot to the outside of right knee. Breathe down into your belly. Then I'll leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even. Come back to center, and I really enjoy just leaving my feet wide and letting my knees fall in for a moment, resting there, getting that nice inner spiral, my inner thighs, inward rotation of the femur bones. And we'll open up your low back. So if that feels good, stay there for a few breaths. Otherwise, you can move into a happy baby pose. You can take a full body stretch. So just slowly start to find your way into our final relaxation. So whether that is the traditional corpse pose or some other position that you would like to take, It's up to you. Give yourself 5 to 7 breaths to just slowly make your way there. And if you want to put on any extra layers of clothing or grab something to cover your eyes or even grab a blanket to put on top of you, go for it. Make yourself comfortable. All right, so my thought for you guys today, it's from, probably a lot of you know Don Miguel Ruiz. He wrote the 4 agreements. And I'm just going to touch on one of the agreements, the second agreement, which is don't take anything personally. And for me, this is a big one. Personal importance, or taking things personally, is the maximum expression of selfishness because we make the assumption that everything is about me. During the period of our education or our domestication, we learn to take everything personally. We think we are responsible for everything. Me, always me. Nothing other people do is because of you. It is because of themselves. All people live in their own dream, in their own mind, in their own reality. They are in a completely different world from the one you live in. Taking things personally makes you easy prey for those predators who try to send you emotional poison. They can hook you easily with one little opinion and feed you all their emotional garbage. When you take it personally, you eat it up, and now it becomes your garbage. But if you don't take it personally, you are immune to their poison. You will not eat it. Immunity to emotional poison is the gift of the second agreement. So I think this one's so interesting because I feel like when we take things personally, it's this little bit of self-abandonment. We take things on that aren't our own because we feel like we're sorry or we feel guilty. Really, what we're doing is being selfish and making it about me, making it about ourselves. So once I kind of put it into that perspective, it really helped me shift the way that I handle what people bring to me or what people put on me or whether or not I choose to take it on myself. So just a reminder, as you drift off, nothing other people do is about you. So let it all go. Come back to your heart, to the place inside of you that knows, that you can trust, that is stable, unmoving, unwavering. Know that it's not always about you. So find your own inner peace from within, from yourself. You're the only one that can give it to you. So for these last few moments, you can either turn off your Zoom and just drift off into your Shavasana for as long as you'd like, or if you'd like to stay with me, I will bring you out of Shavasana in just a couple of minutes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And slowly bring small, gentle movements back into your body, or even big, gentle movements. Eventually roll to either side, just nice and easy, fetal position. And use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into a seat. So sit up nice and tall with your eyes closed and gather your hands to your own heart. Bring awareness to this space, this place that you feel from. You feel your way through life from. Connect with it. Feel the energy that lives there. The energy of love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. Bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to show up on your mat, to turn on your computer and go through practice with me. I know it's not always easy. Thank you for letting me guide you. Thank you for being here. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. All right, my friends,